if you remember the Scared Straight program from like the 80s, they were taking quote unquote at-risk kids, moving them into the prison system to tour. I don't mean moving, but like having them go visit jails and things like that, meet the inmates. And the theory was that they would see what's going on and be afraid of it and decide this isn't for me. Prison's terrible. They found that kids who went through Scared Straight actually had a higher propensity to end up in jail than the kids that didn't go through the program who were in similar situations. And what they found was that, those kids, they met the inmates, they related to them almost as role models. They looked at the conditions. They said, this isn't that bad. So it was almost an incentive. But if you're, some nonprofit founder with a vision, or if you're a donor, you have this idea and on paper it makes sense. Yeah, let's bring these kids in, expose them to life in here, and they won't want to do that. It makes total sense. But in social impact, especially because you're dealing with vulnerable populations, it's really your responsibility to look deeper than that and say, what's really going on? Actually do the study and figure out what's going on with these folks in the longer term. What are the potential harms? So that's all part of what we're offering at Altruist, which is unique in the space. First of all, we contextualize everything within the unique circumstances of the target population. We want to know who are you trying to help? What's the situation they're living in? What are the risks and benefits of that situation? Then we say, all right, what are you actually doing? What's your approach? And we validate the theory behind the approach against experts in the space. Then we take a look at, okay, what are the numbers? What are in the nonprofit sector, it's typically broken out as outputs, outcomes, and impacts. So what are the outputs, which are like activities you're doing to help folks? Outcomes is like, what's the result of that? So an easy example there is like, you want to increase reading levels, right? All right. So we're going to do this book program. We're going to give away a bunch of books. That's sort of like your output. The outcome is the kids learn to read at a higher rate. They read some interesting stories. They have some epiphanies or good memories from that. That's sort of your outcomes. And the impact is like, which most organizations, frankly, don't measure far enough ahead. But the impact is like, all right, now, how does that influence their high school and then college graduation rates? How does that influence their lifetime salaries? If your grade level reading, if you're a third grader, goes from first grade to fifth grade through a program, what's the implication of that on your quality of life in the long term? So it's not easy, but we start to do those numbers.